and give the floor to the distinguished Deputy Permanent Representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We wanted to speak on the resolution of the Third Committee, A/C3/73/L48. Madam Chair, I will not be focusing on the wrong title of the draft resolution and the name of the Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine. I would only like to underscore that the Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol have nothing to do with Ukraine. It is impossible to understand this unfeasible by definition working plan of the OHCHR mission in Ukraine, which has been so actively pushed forward by its masterminds. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that, according to the Constitution of the Russian Federation, the Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol are integral parts of the Russian Federation and thus could not make up part of the OHCHR mission's mandate. With regard to the references to the UN resolutions, they are of the politically motivated nature and sponsorship. Their essence would continuously erode year after year until it finally vanishes. Nowadays, the Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol are the regions of the Russian Federation that are vigorously developing and live in a peaceful and creative environment. The Russian Federation ensures respect for and protection of human rights and freedoms over all its territory, including the Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol, whose inhabitants have freely chosen the reunification with the Russian Federation in full compliance with international law. Now, I would like to make several questions of administrative and budgetary nature, and I expect to receive written answers to them. Number one, it is beyond our understanding how the tabled draft resolution is linked to operative paragraph 14 of Resolution L48 that envisages that the General Assembly would request the Secretary-General to report on the issue in 2019. Is there any reference in the paragraph to some UN field mission, to its head or to official travel? Number two, we would like to commend the Fifth Committee for its attention to a structure which was not well known before. An OHCHR mission in Ukraine was established in March 2014, as the ACABQ report states. We would like to request an official text of the intergovernmental decision to establish the mission. Confirm, please, if there has not been such a decision, or state that the structure functions without an intergovernmental mandate. If it was the UN Secretary-General who had established it, please provide us with the official decision text and the rationale proving his authority to do so. I would also like to inquire whether the OHCHR mission stems from the former UN Secretary-General Mr. Ban Ki-moon's Human Rights Upfront initiative. Provide me, please, with the information about all other structures that exist within the framework of the initiative. I would like to stress that if there is no intergovernmental decision to establish such a field mission, the Russian Federation sees no reason to allocate funds for it from the UN regular budget that is funded by all UN member states. Number three, please provide us with the terms of reference of the mission, its programme and performance indicators. Moreover, send us, please, budgetary documents of the structure for the years from 2014 to 2019 with the breakdown by expenditure items as it is done in the UN regular budget documents and its performance reports. I would like to clarify how the mission is taken on board in Volume 1 of the financial reports. Furthermore, I ask you to provide us with the Board of Auditors reports on every financial statement and, if available, the Office of Internal Oversight Services reports. Number 4. What was the amount of funds allocated for the official travel for the period 2014 to 2018? To what extent were they utilised annually? Provide us, please, with the staff list, post levels, destinations the staff travelled to, and the money spent on travel. To what extent did they keep in line with, or on the contrary, violate the UN Secretary-General's requirement on advanced booking of tickets at least 21 days prior to official travel? Were there any exceptions made concerning travel class? If so, for what kind of staff were they made? What amount of funds is envisaged for official travel in the mission budget for 2019? Number 5. Provide us, please, with the structure and organisational chart of the mission, with all staff posts and positions within General Temporary Assistance, GTA. I would like to have the list of all staff members with their post levels and nationalities. I would also like to receive the copies of all vacancy announcements in the mission. Are there any consultants, gratis personnel, and UN retirees employed in the mission? What is the number of them and what is their nationality? Number 6. We would like to request the mission's donors list with the volume of their voluntary contributions for the period 2014 to 2018. Number 7. Provide me, please, with a complete or comprehensive list of all assets the mission possesses. Are there any expensive assets the mission may have? Drones, surveillance systems, armoured vehicles, helicopters, or other VIP means of transportation? Does the mission pay rent for its premises, or does it get them free of charge? Provide us, please, with the official text of the host country agreement. Number 8. Were there any cases of corruption, fraud, sexual harassment, sexual exploitation and abuse? Did the victims have a chance to appeal to the UN Ombudsman or the Victims' Rights Advocate? We are confident that the answers to the questions raised may shed light on the legitimacy of such a quasi-UN structure, and that the Secretariat would have no justification for hiding this information. We hope that after the answers are received, delegations will be able to objectively reconsider the draft resolution on financing an OHCHR mission in Ukraine and reject the allocation from the UN regular budget for its activities which cannot be implemented in the regions of the Russian Federation. I thank you for your attention.
Кроме этого,
Furthermore, I would also like to thank Mr. Ramathanan for his report on the flexible workplace system. And I'd like to note in particular the survey of staff, and that shows that staff members are happier, ever happier. This is very interesting information, and it's a very interesting result that we have in this review. It's interesting because it is very surprising. And if it doesn't create any additional work, then we'd like to familiarise ourselves with the results of this survey. Thank you very much.
I thank the distinguished Deputy Permanent Representative of the Russian Federation for his statement.